Hi, y'all. I don't know what happened to that. Okay. I love this filter. So, I'm going to be doing a gift unboxing, package unboxing. Like some people do that on YouTube. I always kind of wanted to do it, but I never had anything that I really was like, "Oh, I have to share this." So, let me put a little music on. And I'm gonna start off with "It's Friday then, it's Saturday,
Boss,
Sunday."
you know we finally here, right?
Where are we?
It's Friday then.
It's
It's
Saturday,
Saturday,
Sunday.
Sunday.
What?
What?
Okay. So let's get excited. Y'all can always come back and watch this video. I hope you Facebook don't be like, "Oh, that's not your music." Like I'm paying for it, so please. Um, yeah. So two things I want to unbox. I got some books that I ordered, and I got a gift. Magic cards. I don't know which one we're gonna do first. As we grow older, we realize any, mini, mighty, mo is ineffective when making a decision because you just end up back where you started, confused, and can't make a decision. So I think I'm gonna start with the Power of the Moon book and Lunar Oracle card set. Okay, so you guys know I love magic cards, and I just love cards in general. I have a few decks that I use and stuff like that, and I always wanted an oracle deck, and I was able to find this with someone, a family member, and they got it for me. So thank you, and I love you, and I love my gift, and they know I'm gonna use it. So before I open it, let's see what it says. It says the power of the moon. The moon's magical influence on tides and water has made it a symbol of fertility, regeneration, and wild natural power for thousands of years. Now, with this gorgeous kit, you can discover more about this bewitching celestial body and its natural energy and impact on your own life. Learn how to harness the power of the moon's 8 phases for optimal well being and follow the simple step by step guides to complete a range of magical projects, including planting a lunar garden, and creating a lunar talisman. Cool. The 64-page book also explores fascinating lunar facts and legends, moon deities or deities, angels, and animal totems, and lunar astrology, numerology, and calendars, including 26 cards featuring lunar affirmations and beautiful photography, as well as a beautiful inspirational stone. This is the perfect kit for those intrigued by the power of the moon. So this is so cool for me because I've been wanting to work with, be more in touch and more informative about the phases of the moon. Like I know the phases, but I don't know what they all mean, and it's something that I connect to. Another thing that I connect to with the phases of the moon as a woman, our cycle, our 28-day cycle, 28 day cycle, it goes in the cycle of the moon. So this is why this kit is going to be a tool for me to use to get more in touch with the phases of the moon, what we can do with them, what we can learn from them, and stuff like that. It says it includes a 64-page book, 26 lunar oracle cards, and inspirational stone. So I wonder if it's a moonstone, because if you see it right here, it looks like a moonstone. I actually have a rainbow moonstone, which is good with my aura. Welcome, viewer. Which is good with my aura and my energies. That a fella, I'm gonna say fella, psychic or gifted person told me that one of the crystals that I should use, not just amethyst because I was born in January, but also use rainbow moonstone, because I have another oracle or priestess, or however she identifies herself. She told me that my aura was the color of the rainbow, like all the colors of the rainbow. But that's when she saw me. She's like, "Oh, you have such a beautiful rainbow aura." And this is after the lady told me to use a rainbow moonstone as a crystal to help me stay grounded, which it works. There's moonstone and there's rainbow moonstone. So, there's a difference. I don't know the exact difference, but so I'm excited. I'm already opening it up. I'm mad thirsty, right? So I always wanted to do an unpacking. Oh, before we go into there, I want y'all to see my shirt. This is so cool because I love graphic tees, and this is a shirt. Cool cats and kittens. So for all my cat lovers, kitten lovers, fur parents, fur mommies, fur daddies, like this is a cool shirt. I wore it today. It's cool new. I pop tag. I got it last year. I popped the tags on this one today, and it's pretty cool. It's comfortable. I like my graphic tees to have a little room in them, you know. And I wore the brown bandana with my hair to match the brown like kittens and stuff. So let's see. I'm gonna try not to make this video too long because I got other stuff to do. But if I don't do this vlog, like if I have an idea for a vlog and I don't do it when it happens, or when I say I'm gonna do it, I won't get it done. And then I'll feel guilty because I want to be able to express my creative side. Like that's part of one of my areas of wellness for me is expressing my creativity and being creative in some way. And this is part of creativity for me because a lot of people can't do what I do and a lot of people can't do what you do. But you know, some people enjoy watching my videos and supporting me, and I enjoy watching them and supporting myself by sharing my experience with everyone. So it says, warning: to avoid suffocation and danger to babies and children, dispose of this bag immediately. Made in China. Woo! You get a China made in China. You get a made in China. You get a made in China. So yeah, welcome viewer. So I'm unboxing the Moon Magic. Look at the stone. Isn't that cute? It looks like my nails a little bit. Kind of looks like my nails. But look. Isn't that pretty? Looking through it, it's kind of like translucent or transparent, so I could see through it. Oh, and I like this filter too. Hey, Kimai, my niece is here. So isn't that cool? So this is something that I can put in my window and charge up and use my other crystals to cleanse it and use it to charge things up. So I'm gonna put this right here for no, I'm gonna put it right here for now until I put it in my window. So I guess these are the cards. The Power of the Moon. 26 lunar oracle cards. So this is what it looks like. Isn't this cool? Niece, if you want one of these, you can get it at Five Below. And it's only like $5. And it looks like this. And if you don't get this, there's other stuff they have there that's like magic, like for, you know, magic shouldn't be such a bad word. It should be very like an innocent word, you know, because when you're a child, like you experience magic every day with imaginary friends and playing make believe and playing pretend and wishing upon a star and wishing for things to be a certain way. So magic shouldn't be like a political word or theme or situation. Magic should just be left to its creative innocence of itself. Like the essence of itself is very innocent. So yeah. So look at that. That's pretty. They have little words. This is cool. Let me see. Oh, they all look the same on the back. So this is cool. I always wanted an oracle deck to go with the other cards that I have, the other magic card sets that I have, because I don't have an oracle deck. But this is one, and this one says a message, has a couple messages, like an instruction card. I don't want to go too deep into this, but so here's what some of the cards like. Oh, here goes, look, Moon in Aquarius. My moon is in Leo, but I'm in Aquarius. And so is my nephew, so is my mom, so is my biological papa, and I think my niece is in Aquarius. Mama, are you in Aquarius too? She probably doesn't know or to remember. I forget what sign Kimai is. But this is Moon in Aquarius. It says, the time is ripe for celebrating life. Make the most of parties, gatherings, and other social opportunities. That's cool. Let me see what they say about Moon and Leo. Look at Moon Totem Wolf. The wolf. Let's read that one. Beware of letting your wilder instincts spin out of control. That's pretty cool. They got a rabbit, a frog, a cat. Since I got the cat shirt on, let's see what the cat says. Moon Totem, the cat. Make time to focus on your own spiritual well-being and connect to the metaphysical world around you. Metaphysical is just another word for spiritual or energies that we can't see. So that's the cat. Isn't that cool? It's kind of like kittens and cats are trending today in my life. Make time to focus on your spiritual well-being and connect to the metaphysical world around you. So that's exactly what I'm doing right now. This is part of my spiritual well-being, my creativity. Blue moon. Okay, let me see if I can find moon in Leo, because that's me. And my nephew's a Leo. One of them. They got the new moon, full moon. Full moon is, it says, take time to relax, recharge, and replenish your inner strength. Usually the full moon is a good time to get rid of things that are taking up too much space in your life, in your house, in your job, or your relationships. Full moons are good to, get rid of stuff like old beliefs, old feelings, old ideas, old thoughts, old words. It could be simple. Old things that you don't think you should be eating anymore. Old relationships. The full moon is very important for that. And it's like the new moon is like a good time to start something new, start a new relationship, start a new job, or pray under a new moon so that you can get some new experiences in your life. I'm looking for moon in Leo. Don't let me forget, y'all. Okay, we found it. Moon in Leo. Moon in Leo. This is what it looks like. I'm probably like showing you guys a little bit too fast, but I gotta slow down. I'm on like go mode. This is what I call go mode. When you're like, yeah, yeah, hands in everything. It says it is an important time to guard against being self-centered, over opinionated, or pushy. This is so me because I was just saying how when I left class today, I filled out at the end of each class we have to say how we thought about the class for that day. How did we think we did? Did we do good? Did we support others? Did we take a step back? And I was saying in that evaluation, I was like, I did good today, but I have trouble. Like, I'm a curious learner. So as a curious learner, I raise my hand a lot. I told you guys this about this in my other video. I raise my hand a lot. I ask a lot of questions. I look for feedback. I look for things to be explained. And then I said learning on Zoom has been good for me because learning on Zoom has allowed me to take a step back and I don't have to raise my hand as much or ask too many questions or voice my opinion on everything. So this card definitely resonates with me and my that's so cool how that the filter did that. So this card resonates with me and it resonates with what I'm going through right now. So yeah, that's the cards. I'm not gonna read all of this. I'm trying not to make my videos so long. Quick daily read. This is a great way to quickly discover the direction of the moon's energies each day. This should form part of your morning routine. Shuffle the cards well. Take a few moments to select one card from the deck, ensuring that you feel attuned to your selection. The message on this card will guide you as to where you should direct your energies during the day. Obstacles that may arise and negative or positive emotions that should be harnessed. You seek specific guidance. It tells you a little bit about the cards. Lunar Oracle cards are a tool you can use to connect to the power of the moon. Yeah, we read that on the back of the thing. So yeah, we're gonna put these away. The box is really flimsy. I mean, it's cute because this is for $5, so this is like a good starter kit for anybody who wants. Welcome, viewer. This is a good starter kit for anybody that wants to like get into add a little magic to your life or a little more magic to your life. And the boxes on every pile, I'm gonna say pile of cards that I have, like every deck that I have, it's like the boxes fall apart so quickly and so easily. Like, it's a little annoying, but I try to keep them together and stuff. So I'm gonna put these in the window as long as with this so they can charge up, and I'm gonna cleanse them and stuff like that. And I'll spend time with holding it, harnessing my energy to it. I try not to harness my energy to too many crystals because sometimes if I'm using them to do virtual consultations, I don't want my energy to be like, attune to my energy so that I use my gifts, attune it to my gifts so that I can get the messages for other people. However, this part, I forgot to invite somebody. But to give spiritual consultations, yes. And so I just feel like if I put too much of my energy on it, it'll have like a biased point of view when I read cards for people. Okay, so this is the book. Let's see. Okay, the back of it just says the same thing that the box says. Remember the box? So that's that. But then it shows you like a little preview of what's inside. So that's cool. I'm looking at the publishers. So it looks like it was published by Hinkler, and it was written by Aness. Aness Publishing. Hinkler. So it has an index in the back. The index is very important when you're just looking for stuff with keywords in any book. The Sacred Moon Tree, Female Wisdom, Making a Moon Tree. So it's like got pictures and instructions. This is a really beautiful book so far. They got moon dew medicine, so they got moon medicines. That's pretty cool. Let me go to the front and see if there's a table of contents. Because you know me, when I oh, look at this. I don't know what this is. Hold on, let me see. Moon in women. Yeah, like I was saying, women are very in tune with the moon because of our cycle. And y'all want to hear a fun fact that I learned? Okay, the fun fact is that because women go through the moon cycles of their menstruation or their womanhood, you know, you're always in these different phases. And the reason why women are so, like, some men would say women are indecisive, or women are overthinkers, or women don't know what they want, or women be acting out of pocket or acting like wild and stuff, right? You know, the menstrual cycle is, they say 25 to 28 days. It's like 25 to 30 to 32 days, because some women, it's different for each woman. So there's only 2 to 4 days out of the month that a girl, a female, is actually their normal self, their true self, because their cycle is always active and it's always changing. So when your cycle is, you have a 2 to 4 day window where your cycle is not affecting who you are and what you believe and the decisions you make as a woman. So the fun fact is that women are usually only, out of 2 to 4 days out of the month, they're only that those days they're only their true self. That's why that's why the 3-month rule is so important when dating as a woman, because you get to, the person you're dating, they have to see all sides of you. They have to see how you act when you're in public. They have to see how you act in private, around family, how you present yourself professionally, how you take care of yourself in solitude or your self reflection. Like, you have to take the time to learn all these things about somebody, especially a woman. But I digress. So that's a fun fact. So let me see if this has a table of contents. It does. What? Yo. So I'm going to read the table of contents. It says introduction. Oh, so 64 pages. It says introduction, moon facts, moon myths and legends, moon goddesses, the angel of the moon, animal totems of the moon, moon signs, the lunar wheel of the year, the moon's phases, the moon in women, the moon in the weather, the blue moon, lunar gardening, lunar plants, the moon in numerology, lunar colors, the moon in the tarot, which is magic cards, a lunar talisman, moon crystals, moon medicines, psychic dreams, the sacred moon tree. So that's pretty cool. So they show moon phases around the world over here next to the table of contents. So what does that say? Moon phases around the world. I can't read the small print. But it says moon phases in the north hemisphere: dark, waxing crescent, waxing, full, waning, waning crescent. Moon phases in the southern hemisphere: dark, waxing crescent, waxing, full, waning, waning crescent. And as you can see, because of the north and south hemisphere, the locations, the moons, you see the opposite side of the moon. So if you're in the north hemisphere, you're gonna see the waning crescent like this. If you're in the south hemisphere, you're gonna see the waning crescent like that. That's the side you're gonna see it on. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Let me see. And I like this book because it has pictures and it's an easy read and it's a reference book, so you don't have to read it from cover to cover. You could just read what you need at the time. Isn't this cool? I have another book that would go with this. I just don't feel like pulling it out. It's somewhere. But I have another book that would go with this. Harness the Power of the Moon to Increase Intuition and Well-Being. It's pretty cool. Okay, so on to the next package. Let me see how I can put this stuff back. Maybe I could do this. Take care of your stuff and you'll have it forever. And appreciate what you can. So I'm going to just drop this crystal in here for now. Because I don't want Shadow. You know, Shadow has like attacked my crystals on so many occasions where like some of them are missing. Because I'll leave them in the window to charge. And the next thing you know, he's done kicked the bag around and took out the crystals out of the back because he has extra thumbs, so he can open, like, he can do stuff. So, like, I have little pouches that I put the crystals in. You're not always supposed to put them all together, but what do you mean? You're not supposed to. That's just one of the rules they say about taking care of crystals. But, he takes them out, and then, like, he kicks them around the house, and there's, like, 2 crystals that are still missing. And then I find him in his hoard sometime. He has a hoard, like, he collects bones and bottle caps and, like, random stuff. I'm like, how is he getting this stuff? Because, like, I'm not just leaving stuff around. Okay, so I've been shopping on thriftbooks.com. This is my first time ordering from them. I knew about thrift books for a few years by scrolling and web surfing. And their books are fairly cheap. It's an alternative to getting your books. Like, for example, so most of the time I get my books from Amazon. I get my books from Amazon because I trust Amazon, and I've been with Amazon since 2007, and I don't be having, like, real issues with them. Yeah, like, once in a while they took some stuff out of my account like they did everybody else, but, you know, I still respect them because out of 2007 up until now, that's over 10 years. I can name on one hand, like, incidents that was just, like, bull swank, and I never give up on them. So, I wanted to try thriftbooks.com because some of the books that I wanted, I couldn't get them. I'm trying to open them. Some of the books that I wanted were too expensive on Amazon, or I just wanted to try thriftbooks.com really. And so I'm trying not to cut the book. So okay, so usually my process before I purchase a book, or before I purchase a piece of literature or a magazine or anything, I always try to go, and this is not always true. Sometimes I do judge a book by its cover. Like, I have some books, some spiritual books that I didn't, like, sample out at the library before I purchased them. I just purchased them based on the title and the blurb is what they call it, like the back of the book, the description of the book and what the book is about. And then when I got them, I opened them and I'm like, but it's still useful. Like, I still find them useful, and sometimes for me, book is like a form of decoration, or they look pretty, or they're just fun to have. I could have sworn I ordered 2 books from them, but it looks like I only got 2. I could have sworn I ordered 3 books from them. It looks like I only got 2. So let me see how I can show y'all this. So these are 2 books, but I don't know why they're yellow. Which books did I get? So I'm gonna tell y'all right now. And then there's also another there's also another link, another website or thing that they used to post them in the magazines where you can subscribe for like $1 or $2, and they send you like 10 books. You get to pick 10 books every month, but I mean that's like too much. But I did that back in the day with my mom, and she would let me. That's when I used to read hood novels or urban novels, or I don't know. I call them ratchet books. Not like offensive. Like I don't use ratchet in an offensive way. It's just a term to express vibrant personalities of ethnic people. I would say ethnic because I don't know. So I don't know why I have two books. Okay, I guess so. For dummies, small business taxes for dummies. So I don't have too many for dummies books, but I figured it might be useful. Um, I'm not gonna go too deep with this because it's kind of personal what I'm really looking for. It has a card in here. Thank you for purchasing a new pair of premium Salt optics. Salt is an independent lifestyle company that creates premium handcrafted eyewear for independent people with a unique sense of style. Independent lifestyle company that creates premium handcrafted eyewear. Salt is about simple, timeless design, impeccable quality, useful technology. Well, what does it say about cheap or free? Salt uses polarized lens. Don't ask me why this was in this book. Salt uses only premium materials to maintain and extend the life of your frames. Have them tuned up by an eye care professional every 6 months. I don't know. Salt optics. That might be a resource for somebody. That might not be for me because we're talking about magic cards and magic. So sometimes messages come through in certain ways, and this is a material way of message being manifested around me. This is normal for me. So I was like, I don't know why this is in the book, but maybe somebody needed to know about salt optics for eyewear because I know a lot of people that wear glasses, and they always like go back and forth like resources with each other, like, oh, this is a good place to get glasses online, or this is a good place that to fit glasses and stuff like that. So it's relevant but not really. So I'm not gonna go too deep into these books. Like I said, I want to keep my videos as short as possible, and I try to keep, like I said, y'all think I tell all my business, y'all think I just be letting y'all know my juice, my secrets. Like one of my partners said, he was like, you be dropping too many jewels. I'm like, wisdom is to be shared. It says that in Proverbs. You're not supposed to covet and hoard wisdom. So but certain things are personal to me. They're things that I'm working on manifesting or that I've been praying about, and I don't need everybody knowing my ABCD steps. Like, and just like y'all do the same thing, some people just don't talk about nothing. Next thing you know, they're doing all this great things, and you didn't know that they were that in tune with their lifestyle and stuff like that. So but yeah, small business taxes for dummies. I really got this book because I started working a job, and I have anxiety about taxes. And it's not just like business taxes, but I mean like doing personal taxing and stuff like that. I do good money management, but I know I need to be proactive. Like when I'm worried about something, and this is not advice, but I always found it helpful that whenever you're worried about something, to be proactive. Like if you're worried about your health, definitely go see a doctor or a professional and get some support, or read up on what you may think you have. Like don't get Munchausen by Google. Like don't be Googling. Like it's a healthy way to be proactive, and is a healthy way to not be. Looking up your disorder, your symptoms online can be counterproductive because it might scare you and make things worse. But there's a way to be proactive about things you're worried about. Like if you're worried about being a good parent, get a book about parenting, or subscribe to a parenting magazine, or join a parent club or something like that, to be proactive about things that you're worried about. So since I'm worried about taxes, I said, let me get some books on taxes. I have a whole pile of books on like business and money and stuff like that with insight. But I like For Dummies because For Dummies has like a fun display of because sometimes I guess I'm not really a visual learner, because I can visualize things that people say because I'm a creative person. So if you tell me a story, I can see it in my head, or if you give me an idea about something, I can picture what you're talking about. Like I want my hair like this and like that, I can see it. So some people, it's like you got to do it first, and then I can tell you what it looks like. Like I can look in my head and be like, this outfit's going to be good and this outfit's not going to be good, without putting it on. So I don't think I'm necessarily a visual learner, but I do have a creative side of my brain that I activate a lot to understand and learn. So I love For Dummies books because it has all these little like bullet points, and it's like a reference book. Y'all know I love reference books, books that I don't have to read it from cover to cover. I could just read what I need. The other book I got, and this book is huge. Starting an Online Business, all in one for dummies. Look how big it is. So the reason why I got this book, I didn't even check these ones out at the library. I'm waiting for one of them that I ordered to come in, that I checked out that library, that I really, 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 really wanted. So the unboxing was interesting because I didn't know what was in there, and y'all kind of experienced that with me. So the reason why I got Starting an Online Business for Dummies, as you know, I'm the CEO of Amron International Organization, and it's gonna be mostly geared online to keep the international aspect of things, and also it helps us to stay as green as possible. Meaning that if we had to meet in person, we would have to use gas or use public transit that uses gas, or we would have to print out worksheets like manuals, print them out, which takes up paper. So being an online business or an online entrepreneur or starting a business online is very essential to lessening your carbon footprint on the world if you want to think about being green. And books are not as green. I should probably be using a Kindle, but I'm old fashioned and I love the feeling of books. I love the spine. I love turning the pages. I love seeing, because if I'm on a screen, I have carpal tunnel. I've had it for years. I have some hand injuries. So scrolling and clicking sometimes can become like, oh, now I gotta scroll this. Or like when you're on a laptop and you're like using the mouse and you're like this, like throwing up gang signs. But if you're on a mouse on the laptop and using the mouse and you're just like this, it can get uncomfortable and your hand is in an awkward position. So reading a book is pretty much better for me than using Kindle or ebooks. But I do use ebooks too. But when I go online, I don't really care to read books online. I rather listen to an audiobook online on welcome viewer, to listen to an audiobook online rather than read it online. And that's another way you can get some like literature in your life. Like if you're a person who struggles with reading and you want to read more or be more in tune with like literature because you like stories but you have trouble reading, for example, you can always listen to audiobooks on YouTube for free. You may not see every book that you want to read on audiobook for free, but on YouTube. Um, but you know, and then there's also ebook library apps and audiobook library apps. So if you have a library card, they have apps that you can use for free that will read audiobooks to you. You can get, for example, one thing I found useful for helping me sleep and stay connected spiritually and also get some literature in my life is I listen to the audiobook of the Bible, certain chapters, certain books of the Bible. I'll just put it on an audiobook and I'll fall asleep to it. So that's another way you can get either the spirituality in your life or some literature in your life or audiobook or whatever. But yeah, I really enjoy this stuff. Like thrift books is good. So one thing I think I noticed about thrift books is a lot of the books are used. They tell you what kind of condition they're in and they explain like what the conditions are. Like if they say, oh, it's in very good condition, that means it's probably like new. There's no bends in the pages, there's no pages missing, there's nothing written in it. Or sometimes they'll say just good or fair condition. Like this would probably be fair condition because there's a little melt here on the page on the spine, and but I don't see any writing in here. So but yeah, they explain that to you on it. So yeah, I'm not upset. I'm disappointed that my other book that I was already working in at the library didn't come in. So another cool thing. Oh, this says starting an online business. It says 11 books in one. It says online business basics. This is the things they have in there. Online business basics, legal and accounting. That's important. Website design, online and operating, internet security, boosting sales, retail to e-tail, store. That's pretty cool. Retail to e-tail, storefront selling, fundraising sites, niche e-commerce, which is e-commerce is like online money, like or dealing with money and funding and accounting online, like through the World Wide Web. I think e-commerce advanced. So, and it's by Shannon Ballou and Joel Elad. Elad. Everything you need to know to start and run a great online business. Open the book and find tips on creating a business plan. Critical legal and accounting info. I need that. The lowdown on website design and hosting, revenue models specific to the web, how to take your operations online, tips on building and running fundraising websites, a complete overview of niche e-commerce. So like a fundraising website would be like like NAMI, for example. During the NAMI walk, they do fundraising on their website. People could create profiles for their teams on the NAMI website for the NAMI walk, and they fundraise online. And you can see their goal, and you can make like a profile, or like GoFundMe would be a way to fundraise, like a fundraising website. I've never really been on GoFundMe, but it's another way of fundraising website. So, are you a small business owner and taxed by taxes? Small business taxes for dummies says open the book to find the lowdown on business entities, retirement accounts, and other tax related basics. How to keep track of your revenues and costs. Form 1040 filing options. The scoop on using the home office deduction. Step-by-step info on completing important tax forms. Commonly used tactics for reducing taxes. Ways to minimize your chances of being audited. And pointers for getting tax help. So this is really important for me because, like I said, being proactive about having a fear of filing taxes or owing taxes or not complying with the IRS standard in our country, in our state, in my city, and then running a business. So I'm being informative because my thing is I could go to a free tax clinic, I could go see a person, I could pay a person, I could do quick ebooks. However, this is very personal information. How you run your business financially is personal to you, and anybody can use the. I don't trust nobody to know more about. I can't trust anybody who knows more about me than me about something like taxes or cars. Like, I don't trust mechanics. I barely trust lawyers because it rhymes with liars, and I barely trust attorneys because they know all these things that I don't know. I don't trust tax people because, like, when these people know more about you, they want to manipulate you or use it a way to come up, or you'll mess around and deal with the wrong person and they done stole all your information, they done stole your business idea, they done stole this. Like, we're not doing that. So that's why I'm like utilizing research tools and studying and being proactive with like, how can I do this myself, or like at least with the help of someone who I trust, because I'm not going to pay somebody $300, $400, $500, $600 to do my taxes every year or every season or however that may look, because what you're going to ask for my social security number. You can use that against me. You could file stuff in my name, and I'm sure they sign a code or agreement or contract that said they won't do this. But how many people that worked at Dunkin' Donuts or worked at TJ Maxx or worked at these places and was stealing out of the cash register? So that's where I feel like, and they be proud of it. They working at Target, working at Walmart, and stealing out of the cash register. So what makes you think I'm gonna trust a tax person with my business ID number and my social security number? Or no, I barely trust the people who I have to notify about my income and stuff like that every year or every month or whatever. I barely trust them. Like, when I go someplace in an office or something, they ask me for my social security number, I literally write it down and give it to them, and they give it back to me, and I rip it up and I get rid of it, because I don't technology is a beast. And like, people who know more about computers than I do, like, I'm always paranoid that somebody's like trying to hack me or something, like, which they do, but not like my friends are hackers. So that like helps me, like, being proactive. Like, I hang out with hackers like online, or I know people in person who have IT and tech experience. So that makes me feel more comfortable because they're my friends, they're my buddies, they know I get it. I'm a computer head. I may not be going on the motherboard of everything and stuff, but I know my way around a computer enough to go into settings and control panel and all this other things and manipulate the software to so I'm familiar with it, but I don't go on the dark deep web. I think they call it the deep web. But yeah, so that was my unboxing. Remember the moon, the power of the moon book and lunar oracle card set. You can get at Five Below. Or you could get something like it on Amazon for cheap. You could go to eBay. You could go into a bookstore. Bookstores usually sell magic cards and magic books and stuff like that. Small for dummies books. I went to thriftbooks.com. Another place to get good books is on Amazon for cheap. You can buy them used. You don't have to buy them new. You don't always have to buy books new, unless you have an OCD and you have an issue with damaged books and stuff like that. But another benefit and secret to buying books used is that some people will leave notes in there and it'll give you the answers to a lot of stuff. Or it's like interactive, like it's like, you know how the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants, like, yeah, so you get a book, it has some notes in it, then you make some notes and give the book to somebody else or sell it to somebody else or donate to somewhere so they have notes and then they add notes. So it's like pretty cool, like a little society of of book nerds, bookworms. And then what's another thing that I was gonna mention? I was gonna mention a resource. Oh, audiobooks. When you have trouble reading, maybe you are losing your eyesight due to an illness, or you're losing your eyesight due to age, or you can't concentrate. Maybe you have dyslexia or a reading learning disability, and you wanna be educated on things, and you're intimidated by books or intimidated by reading. You can always do audiobooks, and a lot of them are free online on YouTube. And the library, if you have a library card, and also they usually forgive you for library debts. If you have a debt with the library because you failed to return a book or you damaged a book or something like that, if you go in there and be like, oh, whatever, they usually waive it for you. They're not like a-holes, like you have to pay this $100,000 or whatever. Sometimes, yeah, it can be out of control, but usually when it's like under $5 and it's been sitting there for about 10 years, you'll get some forgiveness. Or you can go to a library in another city or another town, and this is also good for your children. um I would talk about a study guide for reading. Maybe we'll save that as a video for another day. But I hope this was informational to you. I hope you enjoyed unboxing these things that I enjoyed. I hope you use some of these resources to enrich your life, enrich your experience of learning, because learning is fundamental. And having fun isn't hard when you've got a library card. So, I had to bring that one up. I love this filter. Yeah, and I'm about to go and enjoy my Friday. I'm out of class. I'm not overwhelmed by homework. I'm catched up on my work and stuff like that. I'm in a good space, in a good place. I feel good. I'm gonna try to get some more things done. Finish some more goals that I have for the day. Be safe out here. When you're running the streets, it's hot summer. Make sure you take care of yourself and take care of the people that love you. Even if you don't love them, you should still respect the fact that they love you. So you are loved, and I'm out.